Hello, I am Nicholas Lee, and right now I will show you a project that will tell you how chemical reactions can create heat. To begin with, first you need a thermometer, a glass jar with a lid, steel wool, a glass bowl, vinegar, and a clock or watch. What you do is you pour the vinegar right here into the bowl. Place a piece of steel wool into the bowl to soak. Place a thermometer inside the glass. Pour vinegar into the bowl. Place a piece of steel wool in the bowl to soak. Place the thermometer inside the glass jar and tightly close the lid. After about 5 minutes, open the jar and read the temperature on the thermometer. Squeeze the vinegar out of the piece of steel wool. Wrap the steel wool around the thermometer, place it in the jar, and tightly close the lid. After about 5 minutes, open the jar and read the temperature on the thermometer.
Okay, well, let's get started.
Yes. This is the first step of the procedure. It says right here, pour vinegar into the bowl. So I'm going to pour some vinegar into the bowl. Here, Mommy. The second step is place piece of steel wool into the bowl to soak. So I'm going to place a piece of steel wool and I'm going to place it into the vinegar. And I'm going to let it soak.
Okay.
And then it says, meanwhile, place the thermometer inside the glass jar and tightly close the lid. So I am just...
You might want to take it out of that sleeve. It's inside a plastic sleeve.
I know I took that out.
The other one. And then be gentle with it. Don't.
I took that. Alright, so then...
Did you read the temperature before you put it in there? Yeah. Can I have some?
Alright, so right now... I'm stuck! We're stuck! The temperature is... No, Mommy. I can't really tell. No, Mommy.
Let's look at it. Too close. Can you push it a little bit further out? Okay. See. You see the little blue line?
Yes,
Where
I
is the
see
little blue line?
It is below the 99, and it's below the 96.
No, show it again.
Right there. It's like right here.
Okay, so it doesn't even reach the numbers.
No.
Okay.
So, I'm going to place it in. And I'm going to tightly close and I'm going to tightly close the lid like that.
Okay, let me take some pictures.
We left off. Now I'm going to open it up the jar and see what the temperature is. The temperature on the thermometer is still below any of the numbers. Now for part 2 of the procedure. Basically, I don't know what part of the procedure it is. I'm going to take out the steel wool.
Make sure you rinse it off pretty well.
Rinse it off a little bit.
Maybe you can even squish it with your hands. It's just vinegar.
Yeah. And I'm going to wrap it around I'm just going to wrap it around the thermometer. I'm going to wrap it around the thermometer. I'm just going to dip it in there one more time just for make sure nothing bad went away. Nothing of the chemicals went away. Alright, so now I'm going to put it in. I'm going to close the glass jar carefully.
Do you want to rewrap?
What?
Do you want to rewrap the wool against your thermometer?
Oh, yeah. Apparently it's misbehaving with me today. So see what it ends up with. Hello, and we are back. When we left off, we put the thermometer inside the wool, and now we were going to check the temperature and see how it has changed. Right. Temperature is still below it, but it is higher than it was before. At least that I can tell. And also, I've reached my hand into it, and it's more humid than the first time that I went and picked this up. So my conclusion is that the vinegar and this is pretty much just like it's creating more heat inside the glass jar. Thank you for your time.
Did you notice anything change with the steel wool?
One thing that I have noticed is that it's rusting. It's rusted. Here, I'll bring it close to you to see if you can see it. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but there's grayish parts right here, and it is rusting. It's rusting right there. You see? You can see it.
Yes.
So and I bet that if we just let it soak in there if we let it soak in the bowl for just a little bit longer, then probably the entire thing would have rusted by now. But that's not the case. And as you can see, the vinegar that's dripping out is now kind of orangish, brownish, kind of like rust. So yeah.
Okay. Do you want to see what happens if you put it for another 5 minutes?
Would you? That would be interesting. All right. So, thank you.